So, apart from studying these subjects, general studies subjects, essay, ethics and optional paper 1 and 2, you are supposed to have proficiency in English language. The reason is that what I found with most of the students while correcting their answer sheets is that seldom means never, okay, mostly not, seldom they understand the question. They understand the question, means they do not understand the question. Instead of understanding the question, Pratap and Charishma, please mute yourselves. Instead of understanding the question, they understand the question wrongly and they fill up the papers. They fill up the papers. What the aspirant thinks is that he has written the answer well. But unfortunately, when you happen to look at their answer sheets, we see that most of the answers for the questions are irrelevant. Examiner asks something and the aspirant writes some other answer. So how do you expect to get the marks? Because you don't know that you have written irrelevant answer, you will be under the impression that you will be getting good marks, but unfortunately you do not qualify. So keeping that in mind, our institute has come up with this solution, English bridge course, which aims at, this English bridge course aims at improving the language of the aspirants. Which language? English language of the aspirants. The problem with the non-Hindi people is that the question paper, all question papers are set in English and Hindi. So what happens for Hindi mother tongue people, they can understand the questions in Hindi. Even if they want to write in English, Hindi will be more helpful to them. But for the people who are from non-Hindi background, we have to rely more on our efficiency in understanding English language to understand the questions. So this necessitates command over English language. Okay? This necessitates command over English language. So I am closing the whiteboard. I am trying to instead of whiteboard, Where is the screen? Note 5. Right. So, we believe that English bridge course is necessary for our students to excel in civil services exam. The problem is that even 1 mark can separate you by 50 ranks. So whatever thought process you got, you have to put them on paper. So please mute yourselves. Your voice is disturbed. Mute yourselves. So whatever thought process you get, you are supposed to put it on paper. How you can put it on paper? Only your language can help. So how to develop this language? Let me be more clear that language, whichever language it is, language is never taught. Nobody can teach you any language. It is only caught. That means whenever somebody is speaking in English, if suppose you want to learn English, whenever somebody is speaking in English, then the words will be caught by you. Whenever you are reading a book, the words which are there in that book or newspaper, your mind grasps those words. So language, coming to language part, you can only get command over it by reading and listening. Whatever language you have learnt through reading and listening, that gets stratified in you by speaking and writing. Writing means not copywriting, writing on your own. Whatever thoughts come into your mind, if they are put on paper, then automatically, so these two are known as active skills. You learn a language through passive skills, that is listening and reading. Reading and listening. So these 4 are known as language skills: reading, writing, speaking and listening. Okay, these 4 are known as language skills. If anybody says that I know English, what does that mean? He should be able to speak out whatever thoughts he has. He should be able to write whatever thoughts he has. He should be able to understand when he is listening to somebody speaking. Not only that, he should be able to understand whatever he reads in a book or newspaper. So if he commands these 4 skills, then we say that he has learnt that language. Okay? After the class, I will be giving you, this is all introduction. After the class, I will be giving you the PDF for tenses also after completing that class. Once I complete the introduction, I will go into tenses. Then, what is the need of my teaching here? Remember, when you have to write, what are necessary are vocabulary, means word power. Vocabulary is word power. So this comes to you through listening and reading. Now, a sentence is not simply words. Words doesn't make a sentence. What is required is a proper arrangement of the words. A proper arrangement of the words. Then only it becomes a sentence. And this proper arrangement, what governs it is the intention of the speaker or writer. This arrangement is known as grammar. What is that known as? Grammar. Most of the people write E, it should not be E, it should be A. So this grammar cannot be caught much. It has to be taught by your teacher. That's what I am going to do here. So grammar I am going to tell you in such a way that whatever you learn, the vocabulary, you will be able to present it. If you are writing it, it should be understandable, comprehensible by the reader. If you are speaking, it should be coherent, should be understandable, should be comprehensible by the listener. So like that, grammar helps. Any language it is, grammar helps. Any language it is, grammar helps. Okay? So I am going to deal that grammar part in this language bridge course. And then Sweta madam, she will build your vocabulary and all allied necessities. Okay? I will be concentrating on grammar part. She will be concentrating on vocabulary part. Okay? So we will see to it that you are left not unwanted. Okay? You will be able to write whatever you get as an idea into your brain, you should be able to express it. For that, all of you know the parts of speech. All of you know the parts of speech. What are they? See, noun. First one is noun, and then pronoun. Usually they name the subject. Okay? Noun is used to name the subject and pronoun is used in place of noun. Okay? And then adjective. Adjective is used to describe the noun. And then verb. Verb is used to tell about the action or state of the subject. Okay? And then there are adverb, preposition, interjection, and conjunction. Of course, sixth one here it is conjunction. So these four and these three. Apart from that, today's discussion is about verb. Verb is a word that tells about the action or state of the subject. Tenses are concerned with verb. Tenses are concerned with the verb. Tense means time. So it tells about time of the action. Time of the action. All of you know that there are three times. What are they? Present, past, and future. So when we see it from a broader spectrum, we see that basically, majorly, there are three tenses, 1, 2 and 3. Okay? From this we have too many branches, we will discuss them as we go along. So first you understand that in all the words which are used in a sentence, verb is the word which tells about the action or state of the subject. I will be giving you the PDF notes, don't worry. And then this action, it will have time, whether it is done in present or past or future. So that time we call it as tense, tense of the verb. Okay, I hope you understood up till here. Any doubts? Can you speak? How many of you are there? Yeah, Charishma, Manasa, Pavan. Can you tell me if you have any doubts? Have you understood till here? Charishma, unmute yourself and tell. Do you have any doubts till here?
No, sir.
Right. Manasa, do you have any doubts till here?
No, sir.
Pavan, do you have any doubts till here? Unmute yourself and speak, Pavan. Yes, Pavan? You are not able to speak? Right. Now, let us discuss about present tense. Present tense. Okay? When your
Video is not visible, sir.
video is not visible,
Yes, sir.
ask Pradeep to come up. You could not see till now.
Yes, sir. We couldn't see.
You should have told me, Amma.
I told sir.
You told, but I did not listen. I could not listen, Amma. Now, is it visible to you now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unnecessarily you have wasted 10 minutes of your time. Immediately, if I do not listen to you, immediately you repeat it, because unless and until I listen to it, I may not be able to understand what's happening, right? You may think that you have told, but I have not heard about that. And you are writing in charts. Yes, sir, I am not getting video, sir. 4:22 p.m. Oh, 10 minutes you lost. Okay. Not getting video, no. You speak, don't write in the chat. If you are writing in the chat, I may not look at it. I may not look at it because I am in the flow of teaching. Okay? You speak up, right? So now it is present tense. Anyway, don't worry. I hope you have heard what I said, and I will be putting this video in our YouTube channel, so you will be able to see that also. Okay? Now, present tense. Present tense refers to present time. As I have told you, it is time. Present tense means present time. Okay? So, to describe a verb in present time, you use a present tense verb. For example, eat. You want to eat. Play. Okay? And not only action, it also describes, the verb also describes the state. So, state is the being. So, is. These are the words which are used to tell about this. For example, mango. I eat mangoes. So, this is which sentence? Which tense? Present tense, because present tense word is used. I play cricket. I play cricket. So, which tense is used here? Present tense is used here. Okay? And then, he is a boy, or he is a teacher. Okay? So, is tells about the state of the subject, right? So like this, when a present tense verb is used, then we say that the sentence is in present tense. Okay, it is in present tense. Now suppose I go to past tense. Here the action is done in the past. Action is done in the past. The action is done in the past. So what I will do, instead of eat, I will use ate. So you should know that eat has a past tense known as ate. Eat has a past tense known as ate. So I ate mangoes. I am simplifying the sentence, all examples, because my emphasis is on you people understanding the tenses rather than on giving big sentences. Okay. So I ate mangoes. Here the action is done in the past. I played cricket. I played cricket. So action is in the past. He was a teacher. So is he now a teacher? No, in the past he was a teacher. So state of the subject. So in all these cases we can see that the action or state is in the past. It is in the past. Then we use past tense for such verbs. What are the verbs? Ate, played, was. Okay? And then future tense. All of you know what is future. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, everything is future. When we go to future, simply add will or shall to this. Will eat or shall eat. Okay, same. Eat, play, and there will be be. Instead of is, be. It becomes be in the future tense. I will tell you that also, don't worry. This is, am, was, all these are known as be forms. I will tell you once I complete this broader picture. Okay. So what am I supposed to write here? I will eat a mango. I will eat a mango. I am speaking about future. I will eat mango. I will eat mangoes. I will play cricket. So instead of will, you can also write shall also. I am not going into details of where we have to use will or where we have to use shall. Basically, I am trying to explain the tenses. I am not trying to explain where we have to use will, where we have to use shall. No, I am not going into those details. Instead of will, you can also use shall. Here also same. Okay. And then he will be a teacher. So presently he is not the teacher, but he is studying. So he will be a teacher. You can see that is replaced by be. Then is replaced by be. I am a teacher. I am a teacher. So when I write it in the future, I will be a teacher. I will be a teacher. So am is replaced by be in the future tense. So they are known as be forms. I will explain those be forms also. Right? I hope all of you have understood till here. Have you understood this? Yeah, Charishma said yes. Others, where are you? Manasa, have you understood? Manasa, speak.
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay. Looks like Sandeep Sagar has joined just now. You are able to see the board? All one of you speak. Are you able to see the board?
Yes, sir.
Done. So, like this, present tense, past tense and future tense are there. Now, let us see some basic things which help us. What happened? Why it is not erasing? Swipe. What happened? Okay, I will add up one more paper then if he is not listening to us. But this looks not getting erased. Done. Okay. So, we have understood that there are three types of tenses. They are present. Why the color is not functioning? Okay, done. Present, past and future. Okay. So like this there are broadly three tenses. So I told you examples are eat, ate, will eat. Now all along I have been telling you that there are B forms. What are B forms? B forms. B forms are the verbs which are used to describe the state of the subject. Used to describe state of the subject. So, I am a teacher. So, here my state is told by this verb, hence am is a B form. We are students. So, are is also telling about the position state of the we. Okay. So, are becomes the B form. He is a teacher. So, is also B form. So, B form in present tense is am or is. B form in present tense is am or is. Same thing when it goes to past tense, I was a teacher, am becomes was. Okay. We are students. It becomes past tense, we were students. Okay. He is a teacher. It becomes he was a teacher. Okay. When we go to future, what I am writing? I will be a teacher. We will be students. We will be students, and he will be a teacher. So in all these cases, it is B which is replacing them. Am is replaced by B, R is replaced by B, is also replaced by B. So altogether, if you look at them, how many of them are there? Am, is, are, these two are singulars and this is plural, and then here it is was, were, and then here it is be, be. Be, be. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apart from that, two more are there, that is known as present progressive. I will tell you what is this present progressive later. So here it is used as being, and past participle. So this is present progressive or progressive participle. So past participle is been. So like this, totally how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally how many are there? 8 are there. In a tabular form, if I look at it, let me rub it off, then you will easily understand. Here it is, am, is, are. Here it is, was, were. And here it is, been. And here it is, being. And here it is, be. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally 8 B forms are there. All these are known as B forms. What are they known as? B forms. So these B forms, why I am teaching you is because they are important in forming the tenses. When I show you the tabular form, you will understand that more clearly. For now, try to understand up to here. These are known as B forms. All these are known as B forms. B is used to tell about the future. Am, is, are, these three are used to tell about the present. Was, were, these are used to tell about the past. Okay? Now, so B form is used for what? B form is used to tell about the state of the subject. To tell about the state of the subject. Apart from B form, usually when they are used as main verbs, they are in this form. Sometimes they are used in helping verb form also. Apart from that, one more important thing is have form, which is useful in writing the tenses. So I will say that I have a pen. He has a pencil. So both of them are used in present tense as main verbs, have, has. If I have to use the same in the past tense, what I will say? I had a pen. He had a pencil. So have, has become had here. Similarly, if I go to future, I will simply have to add will or shall. I will have a pen. I shall have a, or he shall, or he will have a pencil. Usages of will and shall, I will take it up later stages. Okay. Presently I am concentrating on how the tenses are made. So these are known as have forms. So in have forms, what are there? Have, had and will have. Okay. So same thing I will write here. These have forms, here it is had, here it is have and has. For I, we, you, they, have is used. For he, shall, it, has is used. That usage I will tell you at a little later stage. Here we use will have. So both have and has, same have it is. Okay? You will not say will has. You have to say only will have. So these are the main verbs, helping verbs. These are, when they are used as main verbs, they tell you about, to tell about possession. They tell you about possession. Okay? For them again you have the past participle. This is also had, same. However, it is ing form. Progressive is nothing but ing form. It is known as having. So these are used in using the tenses. I will tell you at that time where you have to use having. You are not supposed to use everywhere. Okay? There are certain restrictions with respect to having. When I teach you specifically about having, I will tell you that where you can use, where you are not supposed to use. Okay? Now apart from this, there is one more thing. Who did it? I did it, we say. Or who will do it? I will do it. Or who can do it? I do it. Okay? Like this, I do, I did, I will do. These are known as he does. These are known as do forms. What are they known as? Do forms. They are known as do forms. So in the present tense it is do and does. In the past tense it is did. In the future tense it is will do. Okay? When I conclude them into single answers, what am I supposed to write? Do and does. Don't worry about writing this, I will be giving you the PDF. And here it is did, and here it is will do. Here it is doing. Progressive participle is doing and past participle is done. So usually in your childhood you might have learnt tenses like this: do, did, done, have, had. Okay? Am, was, been, eat, ate, eaten, play, played, played. Usually in the childhood we learnt this as 1, this as 2, this is as 3. But it has more forms. It has more forms. Why I have specifically told about these 3 forms? Which forms? Be forms, have forms and do forms is because these be forms, have forms and do forms are also used as helping verbs. They are also used as helping verbs in framing the tenses. That's why there is lot of importance for these 3 forms. If you understood these 3 forms, then it will be easy for you to frame the tenses, to frame a sentence in any tense. Let us see how you can do it. Okay? Don't worry about the notes, I will be giving you the notes. What happened? Sometimes it is working, sometimes it is not working. So I have told you about B forms also. Right? Next. I am going into tenses. Now I told you that tense is nothing but time. Tense is nothing but time. Tense is equal to time. So based on this, there are broadly three tenses. Broadly there are three tenses. Now these three tenses based on stage of action. At what stage it is? Did it start? Is it continuing? Has it finished? Or did it finish a few days back? Based on that, again these three tenses are divided into four. That is simple or indefinite, simple or indefinite, where there is no definite stage is mentioned. Second is continuous, or this is also known as progressive. And then third is known as perfect, where the work is continued, completed. Fourth one is known as perfect continuous, where the work is progressing but it also has some perfection, means long back it started, it has completed certain stages and still it is continuing, then we say that it is perfect continuous. So totally there are four stages of a work. Based on these four stages, again the tenses are divided into each one of them. As I have told you, first one is simple present tense. First one is simple present tense. So here there is no definite mentioning of the stage of the work, action. For example, I eat a mango. I eat a mango. Is there any mentioning of the stage of the work? No mentioning of the stage of the. Simply he states, he is giving a statement. Okay. So such words are said in simple present main verb. This is known as main verb. It is in simple present tense. SPT means simple present tense. So same thing. Simple present tense. Okay. I eat a mango. Main verb, it is V1 form. This is known as V1 form. So if I take this verb eat, this eat is written as eat, ate, eaten. Previously we used to learn like this, but we can add the here eating. Eating is progressive, and then ate, eaten, and then will eat. This is future. So for the time being I will say that this is V1, this is V2, this is V3. We have learned like this V1, V2, V3. So V4 is eating, V5 is future, that is will eat. Okay, let us take like that. So this is simple present tense wherein main verb is in V1 form. Main verb is in V1 form. Now I am going to second. In the present time only, the work is continuing. So what I will say that present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Here what is happening? The action is continuing. Action is continuing. So what I will write? I am eating a mango. So look here, the main verb is in which form? Main verb is in V4 form. So main verb is in V4 form. And there is a helping verb. Helping verb is in which form? V1 form. I have already told you that like eat, there is am, was, been. And here it will be, and here it will be being. So am is V1. So here I have used helping verb V1. So if you are supposed to write present continuous tense, you have to use helping verb in V1 form and main verb in V4 form. Don't worry about this V1, V4. I have already mentioned clearly in the PDF which I am going to give you. For those who attend the class, I will be giving you the PDF form. You can ask our office staff, they will be sending you the PDF form. Okay. Now, so we have completed 2 in the present tense. We have completed 2 in the present tense. Why is it not disappearing? Something is wrong with the board. I have to learn how to use it. Anyway. Right, done. So I have completed simple present tense and present continuous tense. Now the third one is known as present perfect tense. So when we will use this? When the action is just completed. Action is just completed. So let us see how it is used. Present perfect tense. So in perfect tense, what we will say is, I have eaten a mango. Just completed. Okay. I have eaten a mango. Here which form we are using as helping verb? Have form. So you should understand why I have told you about this have forms. So helping verb in which tense? It is present tense. So V1 form. So if you look at this, have is V1, had is V2, had is V3, having is V4 and will have is V5. So which form I have used here? Have is V1 form. So helping verb in V1 form. Helping verb in V1. And eaten. So eat, ate, eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. So main verb which form? V3 form. So main verb, MV means main verb. It is in V3 form. Okay. Like this, the present perfect tense is made. And next comes the this is first one, this is second one, this is third, this is fourth. Present perfect continuous tense. So as the term suggests, the time of the action is in the present. The stage of the action is that it has completed to some extent and still it is continuing. So action started sometime back and is continuing in the present. In the present. So then we use this present perfect tense. So I have eaten a mango. I have been eating a mango. Okay, I have been eating a mango. If you look at it, the helping verb 1, it is in V1 form. This is helping verb 1. This is helping verb 2. This is in V3 form. As I have told you, be was been or I am was been. This is am was been. So been is V3 form. Been is V3 form. Okay. And then eating, I have told you. So eat, ate, eaten, eating, will eat. So this is V1, V2, V3, this is V4, this is V5. So it is V4. So main verb is in which form? before. Very simple. Just replace eat with anything. For example, play. So what you can say? I have played cricket. I have been playing cricket. Like this. Any verb you can put. Simply replace the main verb. Just by replacing the main verb, you can use it for any instance. Okay? For any instance. Remember, you have to use that particular tense in that particular sense only. Only when the action has started some time back and is continuing in the present, then only you have to use present perfect continuous tense. Okay? When you are writing your answers, you are supposed to maintain these tense forms properly, because the time sense is reflected in your answers. When you are describing something, you have to use these tenses properly. Otherwise, what happens? Let us say you are traveling on a road. When you are traveling on a road, suppose there are some potholes. Your vehicle falls into them and gets up. So bumping. So how the feel you have when your vehicle or when your bike falls into potholes and jumps and gets up. So that kind of inconvenience will be created for the examiner. Though you might have written the content well, the point is that you are supposed to present it in a proper shape, proper form. Unless and until you make use of proper tense forms, your writing will not be good. The examiner will not feel good. There must be a feel good factor for the examiner while he is going through your answer paper. Only when you properly present your sentences in the proper tense forms, then only you will be able to get them. Okay. Now I will show you these 4 tenses in our PDF. You can look here. This is the first page of your PDF. This is the first page of your PDF. So I have told you clearly these things. Tense means time, present, past, future. I have taken the example of eat, and I have also given you examples of past in the ate, and will and shall and eat here I have given. And then I told you that there will be simple or indefinite, and continuous or progressive, perfect and perfect continuous. Okay. So apart from that, I told you, if statement of action of subject is made by the verb, see, without any reference, that is indefinite, okay, then that is told in simple present tense. And if it is in the past, then it is simple past tense. And if it is in the future, then it is simple future tense. Similarly, if it is continuous at the time of speaking, if it is happening in the present time, then it is present continuous. If it is happening in the past, it is past continuous. If it is happening in the future, it is future continuous. I have not told you about past continuous and future continuous. I limited myself to simple present tense and present continuous. Okay. And then this is the third. Just completed at the time of speaking. Then what you are supposed to use? Helping verb and perfect form. So this is told in, if it is in the present tense, present perfect. If it is in the past, then it is past perfect. If it is in the future, then it is future perfect. So similarly, if it started earlier and is continuous at the time of speaking, if it is in the present time, then it is present perfect continuous. If it is in the past time, that is past perfect continuous. And if it is in the future, future perfect continuous. Totally 12 are there. I have told you only 4: present tense, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. So similarly, there will be past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Similarly, there will be future continuous, future perfect continuous. Those things I will teach you later. Okay. and also I have told you about B forms. Okay. So here these are the B forms. So here it is present tense means V1, this is past is V2, and then perfect participle is V3. Okay. So this I told you as V4 and this I told you as V5. This V4, V5 nowhere it is mentioned, only for your understanding properly I have given them the names. So as I told you, B forms are there, am, is, be, and was, and then will, shall be. So progressive or continuous participle is being and perfect participle is been. Similarly, I have told you about have forms, have, has, having, had, will, shall, have. And then do forms, do and does are there, both are there here in the present. Do, doing, did, done, will, shall, do. Okay. So these things I have already told you. In the tense forms, I told you the first one, simple. I told you the first one, that is simple, simple present, simple past, simple future. I have told you already. And then I told you about present continuous, this I told you, present perfect, this I told you, present perfect continuous, this also I told you. I am supposed to tell these things. Okay. And then there is active and passive voice also. So tomorrow make sure that you come, and also make sure that your friends also come so that they get benefited. Tomorrow I will be teaching you the past continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous, and then future perfect continuous. And then apart from that, tomorrow I will be teaching you the active voice and passive voice also. So with this, though I can teach you for another hour and complete the portion, why I want to give it a break is because I want you people to read it and go through it and come back to the class again tomorrow, because it is very important to understand the tenses. Once you understand the tenses, very simple. If you replace this eat, see, yeah, very simple. Eat, instead of eat you use play, instead of mangoes you use cricket. I play cricket. Very simple. You can make use of this anywhere. Here, eat, I had been playing cricket. Okay. Instead of just to change the main verb and correspondingly the object, automatically you can make any sentence in the world. If you have made full understanding of this active voice and passive voice and tenses, then automatically you will be able to rule the world. These 20 framework, these 20 models, they will be very much helpful to you. See, usually the other day I was listening to some video by some faculty in our Ashok Nagar only. I usually listen to other faculty classes. So someone, he asked the question, how many tenses are there? Some said 2, some said 3, some said 12. I like that. And then the faculty himself concluded that there are 7 tenses. I don't know how, from where he maintained this 7 tenses, but remember, my dears, there are 12 active tenses. Active voice, there are 12. Passive voice, there are 8. If you consider only active voice, then there are 12. If you consider passive voice also, then there are 20. Then there are 20 tenses. If you understand this 20 tenses framework structure, this is known as a structural understanding of grammar. So these tenses, if you get a grip over them, it will be very easy for you. At the time of learning, it may be difficult for you. It may take 1 or 2 hours more for you to understand this and grasp the structure here. But once you understand the structure and gap, you will remember this till 80-90 years of your life. I have learned this. My English teacher has taught me this when I was a young boy. Now, just now I have used a word, English teacher, my English teacher. Is it right? Is it right? we are not supposed to say English teacher. English teacher refers to English race, means a teacher who hails from England, that is English teacher. What we are supposed to say is teacher of English. When I have to refer to myself, what I am supposed to say? I am a teacher of English, not English teacher. If I say that English teacher, then my ethnicity is reflected as, my ethnicity means my race. I am an Indian, I am not an English person, right? So this refers to as, my ethnicity refers to English. So it is wrong. I am not supposed to use this. Okay? So just now I have told you that language is not taught but caught. Because so many people around us are speaking wrong English, automatically that gets imbibed in us also. So we have to be very careful each and every time whenever we speak. English is supposed to be spoken in its proper shape and form. Okay? So, now how many are there? Charishma, Manasa, Pavan and Vaishnavi. Have you all understood today's lesson? You can unmute yourself and ask any doubts, because the second part of today's lesson I will teach you tomorrow at the same time, that is 4 p.m. Okay? Now you ask any doubts if you have, please do ask me. I want my class to be interactive. I don't want it to be one way. Teaching should not be one way. It should be teaching, learning situation. So students should interact, then only it will be lively. So if you have any doubts, please ask me. Charishma, do you have any doubts? You have to learn to speak, then only your confidence. No doubt. Good. Manasa, Amma, do you have any doubts? Manasa, speak up. Unable, your voice was too feeble, I could not hear it. Make sound. No doubt. Good. Pavan, it seems sometimes your connection is lost. However, have you understood today's class? Please unmute yourself and speak. No chatting business. Just unmute yourself and speak. Pavan, can you speak? Come on, I have been asking you to speak for the past 1 hour. You are not speaking. Vaishnavi, Amma, have you understood? When did I think you have joined very late, but still,
Yes.
Did you understand? Vaishnavi?
Yes, yes, sir.
Good. Any doubts are there?
No.
Okay. I will ask you. You talk to our staff, Swapna or Hema. They will send you the PDF. Only for the students who have attended, I am sending the PDF. Maintain its sanctity. Please do not share it with any of your friends. Remember, this PDF is purely made by me. It is not available anywhere in the market or anywhere in the world. This is a brainchild of mine, that totally whatever I have prepared, I have told you. So balance I will tell you tomorrow. So once you get command over tenses, active voice and passive voice, let me be more clear with you. You are done with almost 60% of the grammar. So 2 classes, 60% of the grammar. That is the importance of tenses. Okay, my dears? So slowly I will take it up with all my students in my PCM course, Prelims cum Mains Foundation course, wherein I try to make them learn English vocabulary as well as grammar, so that they will be able to score at least, see, vocabulary and grammar will help you at least improve your marks by 1 mark. You know, there will be totally almost 140 questions covering all the 7 subjects, 7 papers. You know what are the papers there? The first one is essay, and then the second one is GS1, GS2, GS3, and then ethics paper, that is GS4, and then there will be option paper 1 and paper 2. So put together there are 7, and almost there are 140 questions put together, all of them. If it increases 1 mark for each question, you will be in advantage of 140 marks. Remember, if your grammar and vocabulary power, I am not saying that only grammar and vocabulary power will help you. Yes, I am saying to an extent. See, each 1 mark will make you gain 50 ranks. Suppose you are getting 140 marks, 1 mark in each question. Instead of getting 6 marks, if you are scoring 7 marks with the same content, if your language is better, then where do you stand? How much you will gain? Try to understand why I am emphasizing more and more on grammar and English, vocabulary, language power. It is very much essential. Not only this, see, of the 10 lakh people who are appearing for civil services exam each year, only 5 lakh people will be writing, 50% or 60% will be writing. Of them, only 10,000 people will be selected for mains. Of them, only 1,000 people get selected to the ranks, and some only 40 to 50 for the IAS. Let us count all the 1,000. 10 lakhs, 1,000. So what is the percentage of success? 0.01. So it is highly competitive. So each mark counts for you. Success rate is just 0.01. Unfortunately, let us say after 2 or 3, I do not advise you after 25 or 26 years, don't persist on civil services exam, because you have more life to make. But how does civil services exam help you? Anyway, you are learning a lot of knowledge here, and apart from that, if you are well conversant in English, you will be a winner in any walk of life. Let me be clear with you. With my English, I could win over the chief secretaries, and with my Telugu, command over my Telugu, I can talk even with the lowest, uneducated person also well. Communication is more important. Language is more important. Try to converse with people. Open up. Don't frame up your mind in a fixed way. No, open it up. Keep it open. Try to learn language and try to express yourselves, then only you will be able to gain. The purpose of studying for civil services should not be limited to being in this 0.01. Yes, we try for it, but suppose unfortunately we are not supposed to enter into this 0.01% bracket. Still, life is very much open to us, and with the knowledge which you have learnt in this and with the language command which you have here, you will be successful in any walk of life, whichever walk of life it is. So always be open, be energetic, and don't close your mind. Okay, open up your mind. Try to be in this 0.01%. If you are not in this 0.01%, don't worry about it. Walk into life with more confidence with whatever knowledge you have learnt here. Okay, so tomorrow I will start again at 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. there will be a second class on tenses with more emphasis on active voice and passive voice. Okay, my dears. So shall I close? Vaishnavi, Pavan, Manasa, Charishma, and who is attending on behalf of GRIS Academy, Swapna or Hema. Shall I close? Do you have anything more to ask? I wish that all of you bring in at least one more person. Charishma, your one of your friend must be there tomorrow along with you. Manasa, Pavan, Vaishnavi, each one of you bring at least one person to the class. And I will be more happy if you are attending the class offline, because I can read through your faces. Though you are saying that we have understood, I don't know whether you have understood or not. I have to go by your word. But if you are sitting in front of me in my class, then I can read your faces, and if I have any doubt that you do not understand or did not understand, then automatically I will try to tell again till I get the feeling that you have understood. Okay, so try to be here in the offline. If offline is not possible, come online and try to bring in at least one of your friends here. Okay, my dears, this institute is for your betterment. This institute is meant for your betterment. I will strive here to make you people strong enough to face your life in the future. Okay. So with this I will be closing the class, and is there anything more? If nothing more is there, I am closing the class.